Welcome. This is Keep It Concise. Let's get into the show. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Concise the Barber. We are here at the Keep It Concise podcast, man. Shout out to everybody that continues to tune in every Sunday. I am just a little bit behind a little bit because I am out of town, I'm vacationing, visit some friends and everything like that. And where they live is actually they're an hour back to what my usual time is. So I usually get on around 10. This is around 10:30 your time. It's 9:30 where I'm at. So I am tuning in here, man. And I appreciate everybody, like I said, that continues to tune in. But if you are on here, just shout out where you're from. Razor Sharp Lifestyle, what's going on to you? Blessings. Appreciate y'all, man. We got a few things that we're going to talk about. It's not going to be too crazy. I'm not going to be on here for too long, but I definitely feel like there is some things that we definitely can talk about that's going on in the industry right now. So let's go ahead and get ready for that. But before we do that, like I said, shout out where you're from. I know I have some content that I have to give y'all. I am about not to say that I'm 3 videos back, but there's 3 videos I want to give you guys, and hopefully I can have one ready by tomorrow and then another one by the end of the week. So that being said, I do have a real beautiful video for y'all that I think that needs to be talked about. So yeah, it's around that time of the season where things is about to, get sped up. And there's a lot of stuff coming out, it seems like. And yeah, these brands are being very competitive, and I like to see that. So, like I said, Mr. Williams, what's going on? Hope all is well with you, bro. So let's just get straight into this, man, because clearly um this is this came out of nowhere, right? Um Razor Sharp, I'll talk about that in a second. I'm wondering, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this? So to me, um, I can't say the white ones came out of nowhere. I mean, I definitely expected some white ones, saber tools and trimmers to come out, but I can't say that I was informed about the rain combo. And it's interesting because we're going to be talking about combo soon, but the rain combo. I'm curious what your thoughts are on this, and I would love to know. I would just love to know. I'd like to hear what y'all got to say about it, because to me, it's yeah, I think it's interesting. Let me see. Okay, cool. I think it's interesting. What are your thoughts on this? What do you think? Yeah, I think it's there's no need. Now, I will say that these seems like the Alpha 2.0s. Like, if y'all remember the Alpha clippers and trimmers, no, the Alpha clipper, to me, it was trash. It came out when the Ergos came out, and the Ergos was a way better clipper to me. But now they got that rain trimmer. Now that's just new. I don't know anything prior that they came out with, but that's just new, and that's on the Stylecraft side. And also this, I seen this photo from Filthy Blend. So shout out to him for posting this, having the products. If y'all want to go see that, you can check his page. But I have not had my hands on either one of them just as of yet. So I'm just curious what y'all thoughts are. Tune 45 trimmer and the Annis GTX2, both. Uh, I wonder if the lever bracket for the steel blade will shift on the rain as it does on the saber. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. The brackets, I don't know if they're going to do anything different with brackets other than just, us having the options of 4 holes straight off rip. But I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. Um, my thing is that there's a there's a lot of detachable there's a lot of detachable stuff. And sorry if y'all hear people laughing. That's my wife and her friend. They having a good old time. But I wonder if a lot of brands are going to start doing that detachable bracket. To be honest, like, that to me is going to be where uh, I'm wondering how competitive that lane is going to get, unless there's like a patent going on where that's getting very like real strict. But just curious. So, like I said, to me, when it comes to the rain combo, I'm not sure about the trimmer. Is the trimmer going to be better than the sabers? Who knows? I mean, is this going to be the metal, like the real heavy duty metal version? Like, can this be very comparable to the cyborg trimmer? I'm not sure yet. Um, the rain clipper, does it open up to a complete one? What kind of blade comes on that? I think it's like a fade echo blade. I could be wrong, but I'm just curious on your thoughts on that. Poncho, what's going on, man? What's going on? I'm actually probably close to you right now, to be honest. Um, Detachable is the move though. Could you imagine a detachable vector motor? Um, yeah, yeah, I could imagine that, to be honest. So we'll talk about that at another time. But yeah, I definitely could imagine that. Ain't much, man. Just curious on what everybody's thoughts are when it comes to the new Stylecraft. Well, one's just a white version. That's just the updated version. And then you got the rain combo. So yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be like because mine's is sabers and cyborgs. Where does the rain trimmer and clipper fit in? Like, where do they fit in? That's the thing. But if y'all don't have no thoughts, we can get to the next slide. I'm just curious. I'm just curious where y'all at with this one, or y'all not sure. Seems more like a collectible joint, especially if the white gets dirty fast. Yeah. So at that point, I mean, material definitely does matter on how they did it. You said they look clean, right? Yeah. I mean, coming out with a white clipper, I mean, clearly we've seen that. Coco has their white edition. JRL has their white edition. Other brands, they have the white edition. Now, I can't say that, depending on how you move with your stuff. Now, if this is your only combo, it's definitely gonna get dirty faster than somebody having like 4 pairs of stuff. Saber trimmer. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Got you. I got you. Yeah, I mean, brands are gonna come out with stuff. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna come out with one product and be like, all right, that's it, we're done. It was so great that we're not gonna come out with no more. They're gonna continue coming out with stuff. That's why I don't get mad when they come out with stuff. It's just more so like where does it fit within the collection of what they already have? That's my thing when it comes to that. So let's get to the next slide. I'm curious what y'all think of these. What's your thoughts? Y'all, honestly, I've been hearing more about these than anything else right now. This has such a high low. There's some people that talk very greatly about it, and then there's some people that's like, oh nah, we don't need that. That's trash. That's trash. But I'm curious, what are y'all thoughts? I'll tell y'all mine's in a second once y'all tell me yours. This dude. Shout out to my homeboy Isaac for making some bomb wings. I crushed them Jones. Is there any left? Okay. You said I heard these open more than the masters. Mm, really? Who told you that? I haven't heard much about them. Okay. So let me ask y'all this. All right. So my thoughts is this, honestly. I think they're going to perform well. I do think they're going to perform well. But I do think there's going to be one of these tools that's going to be like the main thing that everybody's going to try to have. Which one do y'all think that is? And it's no diss to the other. Now look at that. Oh, they're gonna try to take me off the live. Let me get my camera back on, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Oh, it ain't working at all. This is what happens when you're not at home. Stuff just be wilding. So in the meantime, let me go ahead and do it like this. So he says, still mad at the Stylecraft for making me pay 25 for a warranty claim. You know what, Jason? I'm not even upset with that comment. I can understand that, especially for a warranty claim. Me personally, I just think that I don't even know how long the warranty is. If it's 2 years, okay, but the 1 year warranty, I think you should be. I think here's the thing. How about this? What's your thoughts on this? If you're going to do, let's say a 3 year warranty, then you got to charge for the $25 warranty claim. If you do it at just a year warranty, then within that 1 year, you get, you know, if it's proven that their stuff is messed up, they just switch it out. To me, that makes the most sense. If they're going to charge you, I think they should charge with a premium warranty than just the base. Just my thoughts. Your top three clippers and trimmers. I'll come back to that. That's a kind of a hard one for me sometimes when people ask me that. Not going to sell me with bold, vivid colors. Nah, I'm good. I got you. You said the clipper probably because Gamma is going to fix all the issues the Instinct had. Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I actually like that thought process. Let me get this thing uh switched up. Give me 1 second, y'all, because of course, my camera want to go out, but we're gonna be back in a second. And we back. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. So yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I have not used the clipper. I used the trimmer and the shaver. Right. I heard some good things about the clipper, and I will be getting my hands on them very, very soon. Probably within hopefully within a week or so. Um, I think that the clipper will do well. Don't get me wrong, but honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I think the shaver out of all of these is probably going to be like the shaver that everybody has. Now, it's interesting because they did this shaver a certain way and it actually has room. It has room to elevate. It's amazing already. I'll be honest with y'all, but there's still some room that they have to elevate the shaver. But this shaver it's probably going to be top three. Um, yeah, just my thoughts so far. I'm not saying the trimmer is bad. I'm not saying none of that. I think how they perform is just amazing. Of course, they got a lot of power, but out of the three, I'm just assuming that the shaver is probably going to be the most uh impactful one. Just my thoughts. What do y'all think? Or y'all are y'all okay where you're at with your shavers? Matter of fact, what shavers are y'all using? I have multiple shavers. I have like honestly too many, but for what this can do, it's definitely the number one in a double foil shaver for me so far. But I'll talk more about that in my concise review. I'll go into depth. I'll compare it. All of that jazz. So Neil, what's going on? So Razor Sharp asked me your top three clippers and trimmers. Top three clippers. Let me just try this. I'll just try to just do it kind of quick because if I don't, then I'm gonna probably not give you an answer at all. Um, so clippers, I'm gonna have to say the Annis Phenoms, um, the Vapors, and Annis Masters. But that's just that. When it comes to the trimmers high vis and it's GTX EXL2 and the Babel's 245s, T45s. Yeah. Have you tried the new Wall Legend Plus? I know Wall is notorious for putting a different color on lid on the same body and motor, but maybe it's different this time. Buster Brown, I love that name. Yeah, I have it. I will be doing a concise review on that very, very soon. And me personally, um, you might want to watch that video, y'all, because it's gonna be something dope at the end. But I'm I came on the edge of like OG so called, right? And to me, the way that the Legend Plus feels and how it cuts, I'm not mad at it. The RPMs ain't what you probably want it to be. The runtime ain't probably what you want it to be, but how it performs, how this thing cuts. Actually, there's a there was a client of mine that I usually take around like 40 minutes, and just the fading part in itself, I probably drop about 8 to 10 minutes. No cap, just being honest. Like I was able to skip the blade that's on it, how well it cuts. Like, to be honest, it has that old school feel. So I'm not mad at that, for real, for real. What's the deal with charging 300 plus for these Exceed items? I think they are a bit pricey. Neil, I'm not mad at you about, with that. I definitely understand that. And you know what, Neil, you allowed me to go ahead and put this bad boy up right here. Um, because I'm all about, saving. If you're gonna get stuff, you might as well save. So that being said, if it's too pricey, but you still want to get it, you might as well use somebody discount. I have a whole list of discounts with that QR code, so y'all can go ahead and just use that, and you can sign up and get the QR code. Now, this is just for all those that get like that be on the live and see the live. I'm doing a giveaway for all those that sign up on the QR code, and yes, it'll probably be a clipper or a trimmer. But for those that don't sign up, they won't know about it, because I have a certain email list that I'm going to send everybody, let you guys know what the giveaways entailed. And I'm not going to tell you exactly when. You just got to check your emails, and we'll go from there. So that being said, yeah. He said, "Are you on the road?" Yes, I am on the road. I am out of town, and honestly, I'm not going to be on here for too long because, you know, friends and family, we still got some things to do, man, and we're gonna leave out of here with a bang. And there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back because the camera want to keep acting stupid. But let me ask y'all this before we get into the next topic. Hold on. What's the difference from the T45 trimmers and the new Andis trimmers? Are they both hitters or better for bulk? They are both hitters. They're better. They're both balled out. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the Andis trimmers, the GTX XO2s, the blade that comes with it is the Enforce, uh, uh, the Enforce technology, but it has the old school blade setup from the GTX corded. So that being said, is that's the blade that you can zero gap. It will give you nice sharp lines, but that thing is smooth like butter at the same exact time. That's what that has over anything and everything else. But the Tune 45's trimmer is literally right behind that when it comes to performance. I can't even say that it's real far behind it, to be honest. I think they got away with charging 200 plus for clippers now, and they are pushing the envelope. Well, I think that, and also the tariffs. To be honest, I think a lot of us are kind of like not understanding this tariff parts because we're consumers. We're the buyers. We're not the sellers. We're not the ones that have to be taxed. Now, listen, I'm not saying that uh, just because the tariffs increase, and that they're just trying to get their money back from whatever they had it, prior originally. So, yeah. Daniel Gomez, what's up, man? Is there a premium Rebel? I think the premium Rebel is the oh man, what's that Rebel called? Man, it has the Echo Blade on it. Would you recommend the Rebel trimmer? Oh, you're talking about the trimmer. The Rebel trimmer is cool. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was okay to me. To me, it reminds me of a lithium trimmer. You just switch out the blade and it could be a beast. Same thing with the Rebel trimmer. Mm. The Exceed set is Gamma's version of 360 Jeezy. Got you. The King Saladin. Thank you, bro. I don't know why I was having a brain fart, but I was. So you saying the Andis are better than the T45s? If you could pick only one, which one would you get? I need some trimmers, but I can't afford both at the moment. So Razor Sharp, please make sure that you use that my QR code. That's number one. And for two, if I had to pick either or, respectfully, I am going to pick the Andis GTX XO2. I am. But I am definitely going to save up to get the T45, to be honest, because that right there, how it feels in hand, everything about that trimmer, I really, really like, to be honest. Like it's like one of the most complete set trimmers, clipper and trimmer combo. Kind of this, it's just my thoughts. Stylecraft Gamma are really getting ahead of themselves, white labeling products. I got the trimmer and I will say I love it. It hits and debulks excellently, but I see no point in getting the clipper. Okay, I got you. So out of these, I said, for those that wasn't on here, I said that the shaver was probably going to probably be the product that everybody gets. And I say that for a reason because I think a lot of us already have the clipper and trimmer that really does well, but you can't really like go wrong with another shaver or a real good shaver. Like this shaver is a beast. It's a beast. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be the one all be all shaver because this shaver right here is it's it's going to take down time. It's definitely going to take down time, to be honest. But like, are you going to use this on? I don't know if some of y'all use shavers on kids, but you're definitely not going to use a shaver on a kid. To me, it's way too powerful. And there goes the camera again. Anyway, that being said, let me see. The Exceed is 360 with the trimmer and shaver. Got you. Um, I see no point of adding the extra click lever. It's just like their way of getting the stretch back they use put on the boxes. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to test out the click lever. I had this conversation before with us comparing click lever versus floating lever, and I really feel like there's like a real strong hype about click levers, but I really think that every barber needs to learn um, the foundational pieces of a floating lever. To be honest, the shaver is exactly the instinct shaver. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that. There are some differences in some things, and I'll talk about that. That you might not think that it matters, but I'm gonna talk about it. They modified the motor to mitigate any adverse effect they had in stock of instincts for a while. Yeah. So let me ask y'all this. This is the last question, and we're just gonna go from here. Oh, let me get my QR code out the way. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. All right. So, who has been the most successful in their tools? You see all these brands. Of course, these are not all the brands. Of course, there's going to be people that's going to come on here in the comment section. They're going to say, their favorite brand that might not be on here, and that's okay. But I'm asking y'all, just in general, it doesn't have to be on here. Who has been the most successful in their tools so far in 2025? Who are you looking at and be like, you know what, they doing it? Like right now, I think they're really, really doing it. Sorry, I worded it wrong. So standard. Click lever has 5 clicks. DC has 6. They give an extra click. Yeah. Now, what I think they really should do, to be honest, um, I think if you're gonna, why am I frozen? Let me go back. Um, like why am I frozen? Yeah, I don't know why this thing is acting stupid. Um, I don't know. I think it'll be smart, like how the Andis Phenoms does the the floating lever and the click lever at the same time, just by twisting the screw. I don't know why more people don't do that. I mean, give us both the options in the same clipper. If people like floating levers, give them the option of floating lever in the same clipper. Like, why not? You said most successful and this wall JRL Bayless has been on the downfall for me. Okay. Okay. Most consistent is Stylecraft Gamma. Okay, Neil. Okay. See, look, y'all got some different answers. They got some different answers. So the most successful. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Love Babyliss Pro and JRL. Unfortunately, and this doesn't even belong on this list. Neil, you're gonna have to break that one down for me. I'm not sure if you're saying that Babyliss Pro and JRL is the ones that's rocking right now, and Anderson is just like not at all. But you gotta let me know. Oh, they don't belong on the list. They're not the most successful. Okay. Okay. What makes you say that? I'm curious. Like, what makes you say that? What do you think about the FX1 Low Pro clippers and trimmers? Are they worth getting? I like them, to be honest. I like the clipper way more than the trimmer, just because the clipper fits very, very well in hand. The trimmers, they're okay. I actually like the not the Low Pro version, but just the Gold FX version. Anybody else? What's your thoughts? So we got some Stylecraft Gammas. We got Andis Wall, JRL. I'm just curious. And this is not a race, in my opinion, if we speaking on terms of units sold. And this is not moving like Stylecraft, JRL, Babyliss. Got you. Okay. Well, see, I ain't even do that. Let's we can look that up. You said speak with your distributor. Distributor. Okay. Nah, I forget. I ain't going there. Let me go here. Let me go to where what I can trust the most. Let me see. Let's see. I'm curious and get my hands on some Supreme Clippers. I think they got something good going on. That's original. Okay. Yes. Let's see. So I'm doing some research on that. I'm curious on the numbers. And of course, this thing is taking long. Okay. Uh, um, all right. So let me give certain names. Because right now, when I'm doing when I'm looking up the numbers, it's not proving that. at TPOP in this minutes since they talk so much crap. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I think what Neil's trying to say is that Andis has not been consistent enough to be mentioned because they have brought out anything new, innovative like JRL has, or Babyliss or Stylecraft. I think for protocols on Amazon's, it might be TPOB. Maybe so on Amazon. I know he business ethics is a lot to be desired, but it might be that brand. Okay. Which blade you recommend for the FX1 low FX1 low pro clippers? I actually like the blade that it comes on it. Honestly, I didn't switch mines out. So if I told y'all that Andis and Wall is like still the leading ones, would y'all believe me? If I can, I'm gonna try to get that report for y'all. And JRL is doing good, and so is Babyliss. I guess we gotta realize how many people are really like buy Andis and Wall. Like you got to think about like even like barber schools, right? So a lot of barber schools got what in their they got what in their in like in the packet. So if the packet really comes with Andis and Wall, then they're going to be winning by far, especially for barber schools. Now I know Babyliss is also in that lineup as well. So I don't know. I'm just curious. Bless you. For the low pro. Oh, you said the chameleon blade. Yeah, that's a good blade to have on it. I will believe it. I will believe it because I will believe they have less issues when it comes to people filing warranties. Yeah, that's another thing to talk about is that there are some companies that when it comes about like returning items, there's some companies that are real low in that have real low numbers. So some companies have the high numbers. So like I said, I was just curious. To me, I don't know the exact truth number wise, but you know, I just did some quick light research. If I could find a report, that's what I really will post. And not just from one uh like tracking the sales of like Amazon, not just Amazon. Some people buy directly, some people buy from the distributor. So it's yeah, that would be a hard number to find. But the brands, if the brands, you know, ever wanted to show their numbers, I guess we can look at their public reports and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not sure. But most successful, in my personal experience from the tools that I have used, um, I definitely feel like JRL has been successful in their tools. Now, there's a few things that I think that, you know, they wanted to upgrade and tweak. I know they only have one shaver right now, so they're still working on some things, but they're new. But they're new and effective, though. That's what I really have to say about JRL. Babyliss, I definitely think Babyliss had their wave. You know what I mean? And I still think that they are um, an important brand. They still got some stuff going on, and honestly, they got some sleepers with that collab with T45. So to me, I think they're always going to be doing well, and they're always going to be in the mix. Easily top four brand to me. Wall, honestly think that Wall is at a place where they're now like they're getting to the place of like, okay, I see what y'all doing. You know, some stuff still could be hit and miss, but um overall to me, their stuff is like if I had to say like a car brand, you know, they're kind of like Ford in a sense. They're just they just work. You know, they did it well for so long and they hit the target so well. So yeah, Stylecraft and Gamma, I'll put them together. Um, I think they've been successful in some of their tools. I can't say all of them. I think a lot of stuff was like, let's just push it out. Let's see, what we can do. They have a higher volume of clippers and trimmers and shavers, and that's just the type of way. That's just their wave. That's their trend of how they do things. And within that, you find a few things that you really rock with, like the saber trimmers, the sideboard trimmers, the instinct shaver. Like there's certain things that a lot of people like, from Stylecraft and Gamma. They have a lot of tools, so you got a lot of options to go from. So some people will see they will call that success. Um, Superint, yo, real honestly, Superint is like low key a hidden gem. They got some great products. I think the Obsidian collab and the Mecha Clipper from them to me is like, I got a Mecha Clipper with the Andis blade on it, the Andis Phenoms, and to be honest, like that thing is like it's a beast. So um Tune 45, they got the pods, they got enhancements. I actually think that they did some healthy stuff. They did healthy stuff to the point that they collab with a brand. So I can't be mad at how they've been moving. And also they teamed up with other people as well. And I know they got, they did something, they kind of collabed with Joshua P, and they got into like the sheer work and all that jazz. So much respect to them. I think they're like one of the most innovative. Like when I seen as like barbers really getting to like on that side of business, I definitely respect that. Heinegger, they're too to me they're too new. But I definitely think if I'll be honest with you, Heinegger is a company that if they wanted to go crazy on blades, they could, and they probably will win. Um, in some areas when it comes to their blades. And yeah, I honestly have to say that their blades are one of the best, hands down. Supreme Trimmer, not really sure much about Supreme Trimmer and their tools. I know that they had the Recharge. Recharge to me was probably their favorite, like their best product so far. Um, so yeah, that's my thoughts on what I see right here. Most successful, I would have to say right now to me is Andis, um, most successful Andis, JRL, and Babeless so far. And it's really close, you know what I mean? I would say Wall and Andis probably have the best customer service besides that they have been doing it longer. Besides, they have been doing it longer. Got you. I don't have any Andis or Wall anymore. Oh, Neil, I have to I have to be honest with you. You might want to try. Well, if you didn't, well, I think you tried the high visits. I think you did. But if you didn't try the recons, I mean, not the recons. I mean the phenoms. I remember that was like the two different names that they was picking through. But if you didn't try the phenoms, yeah, that's tough. Is the T45 collapse still selling? I bought the machine, but there were some hiccups with the initial rollout. Are you saying that you don't have them? Do you have them? You bought the machine. Yeah, they're still selling. But I would be honest, Neil. Um, yes, I do have the high vis. My bad. Oh, okay. Got you. The Tune 45 collab, clipper and trimmer. Um, honestly, I think a lot of people got part of a wave where people was hating on them because it was Babel's and Tune 45. Um, I don't know. I would just say give them a try if you never tried them. If you never tried them, give them a try, especially the trimmer. Most people I have talked to about the trimmer, I mean, about that set, they really, really love the trimmer. Some people can't get with the blade band opposite way. Okay, I get it. But a lot of people they like the trimmer. I like the clipper too. A lot of people don't like the fact that it's rotary, a brush motor. Um, but I don't mind it. I really know, like I find value in a brush motor. Some people like, oh, everything needs to be brushless. Okay, that's cool. I like a brush motor. You said the T45 clipper is a good machine. The trimmer is most definitely better than the clipper. Well, I like how the trimmer performs. Like it's really like it's it's up there. It's up there, hands down. I don't get caught up, in the hype of what people say about something. I just gotta try it for myself, and then I would make the decision. And I will let them know. I'll let them know, like, yo, this thing is dope or it's not. This just being real. What super combo is better than the Storm Grid? Obsidian, Obsidian, Obsidian. Jason, Obsidian. I'm not saying that the Storm Gray is like for like somebody that's just starting out, like for real. But Obsidian, a little heavy, but definitely perform for arms. Yeah, and the Clipper, it debulks well. I like the power. But look, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get going. Like I said, this one was going to be just a little bit shorter. Um, bro, do you use modified blades? No, I don't. I have like two modified. To be honest, I don't modify my trimmers at all. The main reason why I do my reviews and I keep stuff as is because I want y'all to know how it is as like how it comes. I don't like modifying a lot. I believe if a person likes Babel's trimmer blades, they should definitely try the T45 trimmer and slap their favorite Babel's blade on the trimmer. Got you. I respect that. Good night, Nate. Have a blessed week. You too, Jason. So yeah, if y'all didn't get this yet, for all those that got on the live, um, scan this. Uh, there will be a giveaway once you do the whole sign up with the discount code. So y'all go ahead and have a blessed night. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my company before we head out and get back home. So y'all go ahead and take it easy. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And next week, man, we're gonna have some healthy conversations because the videos I'm coming out with is gonna be crazy. Do you have a little issue with the reverbs on your hands? T45 heavy vibration? No, I didn't. I haven't had any. I haven't had any problems, to be honest. Mm-mm. Now, yeah, no. I'm trying to think like if they feel any different than anything I have ever used. No, like I think heavy vibration comes from like a instinct trimmer that revs crazy, but not many from a rotary motor. I haven't. No, but I'm gonna get it going, y'all. Y'all take it easy and y'all be blessed. And thank y'all for tuning in. Please make sure y'all subscribe, man. And hopefully I got a video tomorrow and a video by the end of the week. So y'all be blessed and y'all take it easy.